Hello, Farron Rose here. This video is another tutorial as a part of my Empowering Movement Hoop Workshop. I have been teaching ghosting isolation illusions in my workshops, and many of my students have requested a tutorial video to explain them in detail so they can watch it at home. So to my past students and my future students, here is a video explaining some of the ghosting isolation illusions that I love to do in my flow. They might be a little bit difficult and quite of a brain twister at first, but I encourage you to try them and break them down, and I think you'll be able to tackle them just fine. Lots of luck and happy hooping. Take care. Bye-bye. Today I will be teaching ghosting isolation illusions. The first version we are going to cover of this skill is the stationary isolation with ghosting. To do this trick, you must first be able to do an isolation. Start with the half moon isolation, where one hand grabs the hula hoop from the top and brings it to the bottom, then the other hand grabs from the bottom and comes to the top. The hula hoop should stay in one place the entire time. Practice this over and over until the transitions become so smooth that the hula hoop feels like it is floating. Next, we must learn the basic single hand isolation. In this isolation, one hand draws the edge of the circle. When creating a counterclockwise isolation, there will be a pivotal moment when your hand reaches 3 o'clock. At this moment, your hand will flip over to re-grip at 9 o'clock. It's important that during the flip, your hand continues to press on the outside of the hula hoop before re-gripping. Pressing through the back of the hand for the last quarter of the circle is what will create a very smooth isolation. Once we have mastered our isolations, we can go ahead and put our hoop down to practice the arm movements that we will do for our ghosting isolation. Our arms will move in two opposing circles, and our hands will meet at 3 and 9 o'clock. Next, try this movement with soft, bent arms, as this is how our arms will move in the final isolation. For the complete trick, we will start with our right hand on top and our left hand on the bottom. An important thing to remember is that the right hand is the only hand that controls the hula hoop in the entirety of this trick. The left hand merely draws the opposite circle to create the isolation illusion. The only time the left hand will grab the hula hoop is right around 5 o'clock. At this point, the left hand will help the right hand as it flips over to re-grip. Again, from the beginning, right hand on top, left hand on bottom. As the right hand begins the isolation, the left hand slides up to meet it at 9 o'clock. The left hand then passes the right, and as the right continues the isolation, the left hand flips and re-grips at the top. The right hand continues to move the hula hoop in an isolation as the left hand slides around to meet it at 3 o'clock. The left hand passes the right, grips the hula hoop briefly at 5 o'clock as the right hand flips over to re-grip, and we are back at the beginning. It will make this trick easier if your chest faces your hands as they cross at the 9 and 3 o'clock points of the hula hoop. Now simply keep practicing to make the iso illusion look as smooth as possible. The next move I will show you is the ghosting isopop weave. This move can be super magical and buttery when done with smooth precision. To do this trick, we will first tackle the isopop weave without ghosting added. We will start this move with the hula hoop on the right side of our body and our right hand at the bottom of the hula hoop. First, our right hand punches forward. Then we bring the hula hoop across our body and our right hand comes to our left shoulder. We then isolate down. Then we punch our hand back forward with our wrist face up. Then bring the hula hoop to our right hand side, our right hand near our right shoulder, before we isolate down to the starting position. This is what this move looks like from the opposite side. Our punch forward, across and up, isolate down, punch forward, same side up, and isolate down. Here are the hand movements a little bit more close up. In our punch forward, our hand isolates on one piece of the hula hoop, such that the hula hoop moves along a straight line. We are not letting the hula hoop release from our hand and spin. Instead, we move our hand along the edge of the hula hoop while bringing it forward. Right here is the most awkward moment in the move. Here our hand keeps gripping the hula hoop while our wrist is face up. While maintaining this grip, we bring the hula hoop back to our side and isolate down. Practice this move until it feels smooth and easy. Then add in the ghosting illusion. We begin with our right hand at the bottom of the hoop and our left hand at the top. As our right hand punches forward, our left hand slides to meet it. Our left hand slides past the right and to the bottom of the hoop. The right and the left then switch, and the right hand punches forward, the left hand sliding to meet it. The left hand passes the right, then slides to the bottom again, and again the hands switch along the isolation. Here's what this move looks like from the other side. The hands come forward, across, switch, forward, across, switch. That's it for now. Have fun practicing ghosting isolation illusions.